We normally order fuel here every other month. It got into service on September 12th. I haven't ordered fuel and we're into the third month already. I noticed that the range extender turned on without me doing anything. It took care of itself. It was a smooth transition. On the way back, I noticed that we were right around 50%. Went ahead and ran another call. The power's never been the issue as far as electricity for the powering the RTX.
One thing I've been just kind of talking to the crew a little bit, and I hear this comment about the quietness of the RTX. Could you all just elaborate a little bit on the quietness of the RTX?
Yeah, the quietness is actually quite enjoyable. Around 2 a.m. we responded to a structure fire in the hills. The lighting of this apparatus just lit up the entire scene, but the pump was running, the lights were on, the emergency lights were on, and it was just quiet outside. I could hear people walking around and hear their conversations. Quite eerie feeling.
In my ride-alongs, I noticed you were using the all-wheel steering a couple of times. And so can you explain where the benefits of that come in? I'll tell you, initially I wasn't sure how much it would be used, but when you use it, I mean, you blew my mind away in some of the places that you were turning around.
Our district is the Hollywood sign. I love the all-wheel steering. I love the steering in general on this apparatus. For one, the suspension alone allows us to respond faster. The all-wheel steering, again, the narrow streets, the tight turns. I love driving this rig, especially in the hills. We can make U-turns on this apparatus that just cannot be done on any fire engine, period. Anything that's super steep, if I can't make it in drive, I drop it down into the turtle gear, which is a low, and there is a lot of juice and power to get up the steepest of streets. We've tested it on our steepest streets in all of Los Angeles, and it's made it up with ease.
Is there pieces of equipment or items that you're not able to have on this vehicle versus conventional?
We have more than enough space. There's so much room for all of our tools and equipment, especially on top of the apparatus, which you can't tell from looking at it from the street level. We've put in many hours of pumping with this. Our favorite feature by far is the high pressure hose reel line.
Pulling that booster reel, and we get water on the fire very fast. Pump and roll, which is a huge advantage that we have around here. We have a bunch of grass in our first in, so we've used that pump and roll quite a bit, and it's great.